Okay, so here's Laserbeak. Let's do a little review of this young gentleman or lady. So you can see his head here. He has a lovely looking head with an incredible looking beak. I like the way he has the Decepticon logo on his head, and he also has those little yellow painted eyes, which I think look fantastic. Here you can see him from the front, and from the side, and from the top, and from the bottom. Notice he has 3 bottoms. Which one is the real bottom? And did we see him from the front? I think we did. And the underneath. Look at all that detail there. Lovely. The paint on this guy really is tremendous, I think. Especially if you look at the paint apps here. Compared to the size of my filthy thumbnails there, I think this looks really good. Is that a sticker on his head, or is that an actual paint app? It doesn't like focusing on that because it's just so shiny. There we go. See if we can see that there. It's kind of like a sticker, but I also think it might be paint. You tell me, there's experts out there. I'm not the expert. There's no paint underneath, and there's no paint on the back. Just those wing bits there. Oh, on his face. The eyes. The yellow on the eyes, I also think looks quite nice. The sculpted detail, which you can see, also is absolutely incredible, really, for a miniature of this size. A figure. I'm getting all my words wrong today, but I think the detail on Laserbeak is incredible. I actually think he's a bit better than Ravage. He doesn't have any hollow areas apart from this little section here behind his neck. But other than that, there's no sort of weird gaps or holes or anything. There's no kibble or backpack because he's not a person, so he wouldn't have anything like that. I guess you could call this thing a backpack. What would he keep in there, I wonder? Is that a booster? What was this bit in the original cartoons? He doesn't have any joints of sorts, although you could kind of say these were wings that flap maybe, but I wouldn't really say they were joints. I guess his neck is a joint. It comes up and down. You can face upwards, you can face down, and you can get that angry sort of pointing forward look. I see seagulls do this look when they're chasing food in the summer. Scary littles. I was going to say something there. Scary little bleeders they are. Let's weigh this guy and see how much he weighs. There we go. You can see he weighs an incredible 6 grams. So he really is rather light there at 6 grams. A very light figure indeed. You can hardly notice him when you hold him in your hands. He doesn't come with any accessories, funnily enough, because he is himself an accessory for Soundwave. Now, he doesn't roll or anything, he just has those little legs there. But I do think he looks nice. Now his alt mode, let's transform him. After a rather simple transformation, we can see here his alt mode, and it's supposed to be a cassette. However, it doesn't really have any of the indicators that it's a cassette like Ravage does. Here's Ravage. You can see like the cassette type paint apps and things on there, and the roller mechanism, but Laserbeak has none of that. He just has these paint apps and sculpted details, which if you didn't know this was a cassette, I think you would probably assume it's just a rectangle. That's probably a little downside to the figure, but make of that what you will. But anyway, that is Laserbeak, and I think he's a fantastic little figure.